Okay. I will be right back, y'all. Okay. I'm also gonna go change my shirt right quick. Okay. I will be back. Okay. I promise. Right. All right. Hello, new friend. I'm sorry I had to step out right quick. I had to get my project bag first, and then I changed my shirt. All right, y'all. Oh. I'm gonna show you what I'm working on here. Okay. This is our granny hexagon cardigan. Half of it. Here is the other half of it sewn together. And then all I gotta do is sew the other one. And then this is for this yarn here. This super long yarn here is what I gotta sew together in the middle. So what we are going to do is I'm going to take time for my live to show y'all what I'm working on. I will be back, I promise you. Sorry, y'all. I had allergies and sometimes they're obnoxious. Sometimes you will really hear it in my videos. And it's something I can't control. I've blown my nose and all that fun mess, so. Oh, hello everybody. Hi Rubberneck again. Shortly after I got off my last live earlier today, it started thundering. And it was bad. And when it's thundering and lightning, I don't even be on my live. I am making a granny hexagon cardigan. Fix this right quick. Give me a second, though. Sometimes my allergies are obnoxious. And it's something I can't control. Never have been able to. Hi Chevy 5-speed. I really don't do call outs or shout outs very often because I kind of don't pay attention to my chat. But Rubberneck, if you're still here, can you be that person for me if need be? Alright. Hi Chloe. Like I say, I usually don't. I don't really say very much about my life, but I'm sorry, I don't really keep an eye on my chat. That's why I have Rubberneck as one of my moderators, and they can bring in whom they need to help my life out, to help a girl out, you know. And hey, Rubberneck, have you seen Solno lately? Oh, that's right. He does his live kind of towards when it gets dark time. Here in a minute, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I kind of have my camera pointed down so I can sort of see at the chat. That's why I have Rubberneck in house. JK. I have 3 moderators. One of them is here. Okay, I'm going to show you here. I'm on the corner. I just pulled out what I had done, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing. You're going to take the loop that's right here. This loop right there, that loop right there, that loop right there. See it? Kind of extend it away, pull it down. It does not count for a stitch. It counts as the top of the stitch. It counts like the top of the stitch. And Rubberneck, the rules are no politics, no religion. You disrespect one time, you get kicked out for temporarily sake. For temporarily. And then from your judgment. Okay, this stitch here, this loop that's on your hook right here, does not count for a stitch. It's like the ending part of a stitch. So, you're going to take your hook. What I do, I'm on the corner here. What I do is I pick up the yarn with my pinky. Slide it down a little bit. I take my hook, face it towards you guys, but away from me. Take my hook. See how it has a string of yarn over across? Then you're going to go through the chain space, pull up a loop. Pull through 2, pull through 2. This is a double crochet. I'll do it one more time. So those who just walked in understand. And no, I'm not frustrated at y'all. I'm also doing a load of laundry, so if you hear my washing machine in the background, that is why. Alright. 1 and 2. Go under and through. 1, 2, 3. Pull through 2. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. 1 and 2. Pull through. Do it again. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to chain 2. This creates the corner. The like goal is 5. The subscriber goal, I want to get to all the way to 190. Or thereabouts. And now my husband is on the phone. Okay. We get a lot of spam calls. Okay. Now Now we're back along the edge here. Now when we get to one of the spaces where we can skip, like here, you're gonna go from here, right here, to right here. There's not a chain there. We're just gonna skip over it and create another shell. Where there are skips, there are no chains. As you get higher, or when you very first start, there are skips. There are chains. Then when you get higher up, like to row 4 or 5, you'll just skip over. Just skip right over it. I will stop long enough to take a look. Okay. I will stop long enough to take a look at how many people I have in my live. Again, my camera is pointed down, so y'all can see. Okay. My husband is watching another video, and hopefully YouTube is not picking it up because it's got copyright music in it. Hello, friends. Okay, we're going to get all the way around, but I'm going to show you now that I've got my camera pointed to where you can see how we count. So we're going to take this out, and the video long loop goes over here to the side. And I'm going to show you how we count the rows. However, non-sponsored. Okay. You see how on the corner here, there's like a point right there? Right there? You're going to take one of your corners. Okay? Only on one of your corners that you have gone along and worked on. Okay? We're going to count all the way to row 24. We'll see how many rows we got between. We got to get to row 24. So we go. I start down here towards the center, right here. Sorry, y'all. Just tiny. Okay. Stop. Correct. That's better. Okay. Will you stand up? My thing is being weird right now, y'all. So kind of bear with me. Good job. So you're counting from 1 to row 24. So the way we do it is, remember how the center is like a star? That you don't want the middle dot of this. You don't want the center of the star. You want the row 1. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sometimes I have to count it twice, y'all. Sorry. So I'm on row 16. I have basically, I've got to finish. After I finish this row, I have 9 more rows to go. So you're going to do a perfecto. Okay, perfect. Shell, which is 3 double crochets in this case. There is a certain pattern where a shell takes upwards of 5 double crochets. But we're not doing that right now. Skip over. 1, 2, 3, pull through 2, pull through 2. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, pull through 2, and then 2 again. So we're gonna keep working on. I'm almost to the other corner over here. And eventually it will be kind of really big when we get to row 24. It'll be really big because it starts out kind of really tiny, maybe about that big across and all the way around, roughly. One, two, three loops on your hook. Grab your loop, pull through two. And then we're going to pull through the last two. One, two, three loops on your hook, pull through two, and then pull through two more. There is a really hard stitch that I have not mastered. So we're gonna You think it, Rubberneck? You think? Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. But I say 9 because I have not finished this row. But once I finish it, then it becomes 8. You are correct. Or once I get further along, it becomes 8. Hello, new friends. Like and subscribe. I showed you all my new sofa. And if you were paying attention and you were here and you saw my past video from that live, I said something really key that might be happening. All right, 5 for 5 legs. Let's go. I will have to see. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Just a minute. I have 185 subscribers, y'all. Hello, if you are new to the chat, say something in the chat, but be respectful, no politics, and no religion. Them's the rules. And you have to be respectful to one another. Are they good rules? If so, let me know. And now we're on the corner. Let's see how far we are. How far do we gotta go? Please tell me. Oh, yes. It is. Now I have 8. I have 8 and like 8.5 rows. So this is a corner that we were that we are working on. And I have to flip this up so I can see. We are on a corner, so I did the shell that is right there. The 3 double crochets. That is the shell. Then I chained my 2, which is right there. Right there. Okay. Now we do another shell. In the same space, y'all. And it's 2 and 2 space from the previous row. And if you've noticed, the spaces that you, the chain spaces or the spaces that you see from the previous row, like right here, we work into them this row. So you're making your spaces for the next row. If that makes any sense. Thank you for the likes, y'all. Since I started doing lives like 3 months ago, my channel, oh my god, it's grown, y'all, so much. I did not think I would have 180 plus subscribers. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you are on a phone or a tablet, all you have to do is double tap. Just double tap the screen. That's it. And I've noticed that more people are watching my after live. My live from last night had over 260 views. I'm sorry, 250 views. So we're gonna jump over. It's 250. However, there is a stitch called the half double crochet. It is in the same method, but not in the same breath. I'll show you what I mean by in the same method. Because I can just pull it out. So this is a double crochet here that you see that I just completed. What I mean by in the same method is crochet king, I'm live. 1 and 2, and instead of pull through 2, you just wow! See?
Ooh, sorry.
Sorry. He was listening to a video of sound. So we'll do this again because I gotta fix this over here too. And it looks like absolute dumpster fire. Never be afraid to take out your work. Never. If you make a mistake, fix it. Yes, in certain situations, mistakes look cool, but not in the art of crochet. Now I'm going to show you this and this are double crochets. Now I'm going to show you what a half double crochet looks like. Actually, yes, it's 1 and 2 and 3, but instead of pull through 2, we just pull through the whole lot. That is a half double crochet. It looks a lot easier. It is, trust me. There is a bigger stitch than a double crochet. I have a hard time with it. Speak freely in the chat. Just be polite and respectful and no religion or politics. We don't need any of that mess. I know discussing anything that's bad that's happening wherever. Cause sometimes this big blue marble's a bad place to be in. If you don't know. We're gonna fix that. I had to be able to see what I was not doing. Now I'm coming up to my last corner here. And I'm going to show you what we do. If you know, you know. But I will show you those. I will show the people who just walked in. That was my kneecap. Okay. The spinning that you hear, that's really rattly and loud, is my washing machine. It's going through its spin cycle. It shakes my whole trailer. Sometimes it shakes my whole trailer. Okay, we're coming up on the corner here. I'll show you what we need to do next. This, however, is the last corner. And this here, can I flip it? This here, right here, is where we're gonna end up. And if you'll notice, there it is. If you'll notice, this is taller then that, or this here, this is where we started the row. This here is where we started the row. So we're gonna hook up and we're gonna go to the next row. And I'm just gonna start the next row. I'm thinking about putting some of my stuff that I watch when I'm not live or anything. That I'm thinking about putting subscribers only, and letting you watch some of my stuff that I watch when I'm not on camera. Do you think that's a good idea, Rubberneck? You are correct. No politics. Rubberneck, do you know, I'm gonna say Ramus. No, we're pronouncing that wrong. Or Ramos. So. Now, however, when I'm sitting and I have to crochet, what I'm in the middle of the live, what I do is I do this. Take a second. And I take a second. So I kind of can't get up right now, y'all. And stretch out my back a little bit. Thanks on the legs, y'all. Let me see right quick. Let's see something right quick. Nope. So, if you look over here and you see how we've been doing shells, over here on the corner, if you are new and you haven't been here, we are officially on the last corner. So, we've got 2 of the 3 shells done. So, we're going to finish the shells. Chain 2. This gives it that corner where we're turning the corner. And now we're going to do another shell. And we will be, when I get here, we will say we have 8 more rows to go. Because this, I wait until I get closer to see. I have 8 more rows. That way, it doesn't mess with my writing too much. Anything that you heard earlier, my husband was watching a video. I'm still live crocheting. We've decided that he's gonna be crocheting. That way, because he's in my videos too, so we're gonna get around the corners, and he's in a lot of my videos. tomorrow morning, depending on what time I get up, we're gonna do a mini live. The live could be as long as 10 minutes. Yeah, the live could be as long as 20 minutes and as short as 10 minutes. It's gonna be a mini live. It's gonna be our morning cup of coffee. We're gonna do it one time and we're gonna see what we get out of it for viewers and such. So Crochet King gave me that suggestion. Just one time. See how we do with it. Alright. And we are almost. We're here. And we gotta get all the way over to here to finish the row. We are on the last stitch, y'all. So you're gonna take your hook that you have over here. You're gonna face it towards you all. Face it to you all. This is how I do it. Now, how everybody else does it is differently. So you're gonna take your hook, point it towards you guys. And no, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be descriptive. And you're going to. Yes, I just popped my whole hand. Take your hook and get in this space right here. This little tiny space. I'm sorry, the one right next to it. And you're going to pick up a loop of yarn like that. Like this, 1 and 2. And now we are going to go and slip stitch. Now we turn our work. Now we are on row 17. I'm gonna see something here. And then I'm going to show you how to start the next row. And then I'm going off for the night because, yeah. The yarn I am using is Lion Brand. Strawberry Parfait big scoop of yarn. It comes in a big old skein. So I'm gonna pull up so y'all see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna take this loop, put it over my right thumb, pull it down kinda. I'm gonna switch it over my left. Now, if you notice over here, and this space here will tighten up as we go along. You'll notice this side is dark pink, and if you look over here, it's like a white or a light pink, right? So we're going to chain 3. That is the length of a chain 3. It's kind of small. It's really tiny. The chain 3 is not a double crochet. It is just enough to get up to the height of a double crochet. Alright. Remember how to make our double crochets? That's what we're doing. The first one, when you get the first cell done, the first set of shells, it's always kind of rough. This yarn is super thin. It is what is called a DK weight yarn, or size 3. Okay, we're gonna get all the way just before the corner, and then I will show you what to do now. We are officially on row 17. And then I'm going off. I want to get a little further along here so I have some of it done. That way, this is how I work on the first little bit of a row. I work to the corner, just before the corner. Alright, this is forward. Don't forget to like and subscribe, y'all. If you have subscribed, go in my comments of one of my videos and say I've subscribed. YouTube has been weird lately. And we're to the end here, y'all. Okay. This is 3 blocks. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fix this right. It's technically 2 spaces from the corner. I'm gonna fix this right quick. And then I'm going off. And this is just the beginning part of row 17. So you will see that. This is the start of row 17 right here. And this is here, right here, is where I am stopping. It's 2 spaces from the corner. There's the corner. 1 and 2. And then tomorrow we will be working on it again for my live. Alright, y'all. Stay safe. Peace, love, and light, and stay hydrated.